Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start out by saying Kal Halayim La, Allahaynawa Benawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay. So I thought basically, I'd do a little quick response to a video that the elder from South Carolina, Manat Zakbak of GMS, did a couple of days ago on the topic of Preterism, all right, which is a so-called doctrine. All right, so at first, I personally have never heard of it until the elder did his live lesson on it. But when the elder went into this topic, I sat there and I just thought, that is just about like the top 5 dumbest doctrines that I've ever heard. All right, like it's really stupid. All right, shit don't even make no sense at all. All right, and it's just plain dumb. All right, I'm surprised anybody would even follow some shit like that. But Jake into all types of shit. All right, but I'm gonna be bringing out some precepts to basically debunk that so-called doctrine. All right, to show you that how false and dumb that shit is. All right. So firstly, of course, in order to break something down, you need to have the understanding of that topic, okay? And preterism is a very basic topic. You can just read the definition of it and get the understanding, all right? So what I did, I just looked up preterism and I copied the definition off of Wikipedia and placed it here, okay? So the definition of preterism: a Christian eschatological view or belief that interprets some partial preterism or all full preterism prophecies of the Bible as events which have already been fulfilled in history. Okay? So in a nutshell, people who believe or practice this so-called doctrine that all the prophecies have already been fulfilled. Okay? So let's make that make sense. All right, why would the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down and, like-minded brothers even be out here preaching what's to come if that gospel was that gospel was true, the so-called preterism doctrine? All right, why the fuck would we even be out here? Why would we be making lessons? Why would we be even warning the people what the times to come? That shit don't fucking make no sense, all right? You know what I'm saying? Also, where's Yahushai? Where's King David? Where's the rest of the elect? All right, why are the Israelites still able to sin? Why are the Israelites still at the bottom? All right, where the gold streets of the kingdom at? All right, these are all simple questions. All right, you could be asking yourself right away if someone was to approach you with, this preterism crap. All right. So what I'm saying, shit is just plain old dumb. All right. So first things first, I'm going to jump down to Slovakia. I'm going to jump down to 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1, all right? 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1, now the Spirit speaketh expressively, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. All right. Some shall depart from the faith, falling out of the truth. All right. Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. All right. Okay. That's basically what preterism is, along with just about everything else that's not this truth. Okay. So that's basically what preterism is: a doctrine of devils. All right. Meant to lead you down the wrong path and bug you out. All right, Jake's so simple-minded, Jake could damn near believe anything. And, of course, that's not of them, but, Jake be tripping, all right? So, to continue, let's grab basically the next major prophecy that's going to come to pass, okay? That hasn't, that hasn't come, okay? This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, so of course this is going into the MOTB, which is the RFID chip that the higher up banking families are going to implant in the majority of the population to mandate, mandate in order to establish their NWO. Okay, this is a future prophecy. All right, you know what I'm saying? People can still buy and sell without this chip, yes? All right, showing you that this prophecy hasn't come to pass yet, therefore already debunking this stupid Preterism Doctrine. We basically debunked that shit in one fucking precept, okay? We would basically, be deep into Jacob's trouble if this RID chip was already in play worldwide, all right, which it isn't yet, especially in Babylon at the moment, okay? You got other places right now that have implemented the chip and whatnot, but it's not a main situation right now in Babylon the Great, okay? They're in the... Babylon is basically in the moment of desensitizing people for the chip. They're doing all this cashless pay, interviewing people on special famous shows about chips and whatnot. They're just desensitizing people at the moment. So when they roll that shit out, people are gonna go get that shit, all right? Next, let's get another one in the book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 4. All right. Revelation 21 and 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Okay, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. All right, this is also a future prophecy that hasn't happened yet. This is talking about in the kingdom, all right? If all the prophecies were completed already, how are we still crying, dying, being sorrowful, crying unto the Lord, having pain, still getting shot down by Esau, getting thrown in jail, being under the curses, being a lowly people? Okay? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. If all the prophecies were completed, this Revelation chapter 21:4 would be happening right now. We would basically be on top, and we will be good. Okay? Next, we're going to jump up. Book of Zechariah, chapter 13. Of course, I'm going to get 8 and 9. I'm going to unhighlight it because that plus sign is in the way there. I want y'all to be able to see. But this is Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as a silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. Okay? Yet, this is another future prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled. All right, and these are easy go-tos to shut down this so-called doctrine, okay? 2/3 of the nation of Israel have not been put to death yet. All right, by Shem Yahushai. And the elect are being tried right now, and then the elect hasn't been delivered yet. Okay? When was mass death occurred for the nation of Israel and the other nations? You know what I'm saying? 2/3 of the people of our nation haven't died yet. And it shows you right there that 2/3 of them need to die. So that ain't happened yet either. So somebody got to make this preterism thing make sense, and they fucking can't, because that shit don't make no sense, right? All right, so let's get another future prophecy. All right, we could do this all day. These are all basic ones, you know what I'm saying? I just had these in my notes and just pulled them out. All right. Next, let's grab Zechariah chapter 14 on down to about the end of the chapter there. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastelessness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by this fire of the jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Okay? When did this come to pass for the people who practice preterism? All right? This is describing the day of the Lord. This is Yahweh Shai's return. All right, none of this has happened yet. All right, when have great men cried bitterly? All right, but most men are still in the spirit of feasting. You know, they have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Wait until Friday to start living it up for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Not giving a single thought about the Lord and His Son. All right, when was men's flesh done? It hasn't. All right, the day of Yahweh Shai's return hasn't happened yet. All right, and it's that simple. Just about everybody can agree on that, unless you practice this fucking doctrine. All right. Next, we can grab 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. Okay. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right. Heaven shall pass away with a great noise. What great noise? Those missiles. Okay. Has Babylon been struck with nuclear missiles yet? No. You know what I'm saying? Babylon is still here, sadly. You know what I'm saying? Had the elements melted with fervent heat? No. People and Babylon haven't been melted away yet. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, I'm not a part of that, but it hasn't happened. All right. Again, another future prophecy that hasn't happened. All right. Showing you preterism is bullshit. All right. Get another one that comes to mind right now. Jeremiah chapter 31. Verse 33. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. All right, this is talking about the kingdom, when the Lord will put the law, statutes, and commandments in our hearts. All right, He's going to give us those new bodies and rewire us basically into not being able to sin. All right, what does that mean? You're going to be immortal. All right, why? Because according to 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4, sin is transgression of the law. Transgression of the law leads unto death. If you can't sin anymore, you can't die. All right, simple. That's part of the promises, okay? So if all these prophecies passed, why are we still sinning? Why are the Israelites not immortal? Okay? You see, preterism doesn't make any sense, all right? It's really a stupid doctrine, all right? It's basic, all right? Easy to debunk. That doctrine is really a fucking waste of time, you know? But I thought I'd break it down just because that was my first time really seeing it. And it kind of, I didn't really know that people was into that type of shit. But I just thought it was bullshit, all right? And hopefully, you know, I thought it would be edifying to break it down. But so we can end it off there. Hopefully that was edifying to the elect out there. All right, we brought out some precepts basically on the future prophecy that hasn't happened yet. Yet, thus, therefore, debunking and proving that the preterism doctrine is bullshit and not true. Okay? So, Lord willing, you were edified. I wanted to say all praises to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopefully elect.